Hey, I want to go over an interesting topic about how much effort do you put in to researching plugins and tools to solve a client's problem or request. So let's imagine a situation where someone's approached you, they want a website, and they kind of give you, a spiel of what they're trying to achieve. And you're now having to think like you want to work with them, you think you can help to sort them out, but now you have to do a bit of research. Now, there's no contract, there's no deposit been paid, there's no discovery call. Do you go and spend 1, 2, 3, 4 days, not just hours, but days and days looking into solutions so that you can go back and say, yep, this is what we can do it for you, here's the costs, here's the time, and then you enter a contract? Well, here's the problem with that. You could spend 4 or 5 days or even a day, and then you go back to the client and they go, I've actually found someone else. You just wasted a whole day. Or maybe you go back to them, you tell them what the plugin is, and then they go and employ someone else from somewhere else to do the project for them. Again, that's your time lost. So here's how I would approach it. We got a client, they want to work on something. We kind of have an idea of what we might do, but we're not entirely convinced ourselves. I might spend half an hour in my lunch break. I don't really ever have a lunch break. I tend to eat as I'm working. But while you're just chilling around, you're on your phone, you just have a quick search on Google. Maybe you're trying to solve something to do with appointments. Do a quick Google search. Then change your results to only show you the latest month. There's bound to be a blog post or something that showcases or tells you about these are the top 10 best plugins to use, what's free, what's premium, whatever. If, however, your client is very specific about what they want, rather than you now downloading that plugin and playing with it, because again, you could lose 4 hours of your time doing that back and forth, just fire an email off to the developer of the plugin. There's 5 plugins, one of these looks like it might be the one, maybe 2 of them. Fire an email off to them. If they, they're more likely to get back to you. And even if they don't get back to you, within a short space of time, go to the WordPress repository, find the plugin. There'll be a support section, where you can ask questions, drop it in there. You either get an email back or you get a response on there, or have a quick look and see if there's a Facebook forum. Again, keep the time you spend to as minimum as possible. Try not to spend more than half an hour on it, okay? And when you do think, I think we're in a good place here, but we won't fully know until we purchase the plugin, what you can do is go back to your client and go, I think we've got a few solutions for you. But you don't have to tell them what the plugin is. So for instance, if we were going to build an LMS website for someone, and we were going to use, let's say, Paid Membership Pro, and obviously Elementor Pro, and maybe a few other plugins or whatever's, maybe we're using a full-on LMS solution, or maybe we're going to try and build our own with bits of components so we can control it better. I'll go back and say to him, right, there are some tools we're going to use. However, there are some license costs attached. I don't mind telling them the Elementor Pro one, but I'll say there's 3 other components you're going to need. The total cost for them is one-off cost, annual cost, monthly cost, however it is. I don't have to tell them the name. If they then start to say to me, can you tell me exactly which plugins they are? I would say, I would just basically say, they're a WordPress LMS plugin. Now of course, I am kind of going, what do I say here now? Because you will have this situation where the client puts you on the spot. And you can either say, I'm not going to tell you until you pay for it, or you just kind of go, these solutions are ones that I massively recommend, but I can't give you the full details about them because we've not been paid for our time yet. And you might find that difficult. Okay, I'm going to tell you now, the first time you start to push back a bit while going, I can't give you everything. Okay, the first time you do that, you are going to struggle. But once you get over that hurdle, you'll be fine. Imagine you go and speak to a lawyer or someone, right? And they're going to look into a problem for you. They've already done a tiny bit of research for free to say, we can sort this out for you. If you then say to the lawyer, can you tell me what court cases you're going to cite, in terms of when they start to do their report? Can you tell me about where this might go? They're probably going to go, we can do all that, but we do that within our proper proposal report or whatever we're going to do, our discovery call, how we do it. So keep things back. Because if you spend, number one, too much time, they're going to take all of that and go elsewhere. Number two, if you tell them everything you're using, again, they could go elsewhere. We've all had this. We've all been burnt in a situation where we've revealed way too much. So my advice to you is do a tiny bit of research. If you're still a bit uncertain, fire off an email. You'll get a reply. Then you kind of go, yay or nay, are we going to do this or not? And then away you go. And an example I'm going to give you before I end this amazing video is someone wants to work with us. We're going to use the My Listing theme. We need to have a two-way chat process. I know there was an issue with it 2 years ago. I quickly went on. Yeah, it's enabled. Fired off an email to someone. Yeah, it's fine. Boom. We're good to go. What did I do? That took me like 10 minutes of my time. That's fine because they want to work with me. I want to work with them. But I just want to give them that assurance. I just want to confirm with them, yeah, the two-way chat is going to work. Don't worry. We're all okay on that. So it means that when I work with them, I know I can deliver. There's no point a client coming to you and saying, hey, I want X, Y, Z. And you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, we can do that. But you're not sure because you now have to carry the stress of that because they've paid you a deposit and you promised them or you kind of gave the assurance that you could deliver. You don't want that kind of stress. Hey, I'm Imran Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'll see you soon.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat.